Hey, what's up guys, my name is Matt. Today I'm going to be talking about the Reprsent / Walsh collaboration on their Ensign shoe. Let's get into the video. First time talking to the actual camera in a long time. It's been like a week-ish since I did that. I just want to try out a few different things. Probably be doing that a little bit more in the future too, kind of mixing it in. But with saying that, today we're going to be talking about these Reprsent shoes I've just picked up from their sample sale. So if you guys don't know already, some of the best times to buy Reprsent is either at sample sale or just on regular sale. It's really where I feel like a lot of value comes into play, even with a lot of brands. Like I went to the Kasubi sale, I've gone to Daniel Patrick sales. There's a lot of different sales that you can really find if you just follow these brands on Instagram. You can really see when they come out. This was no different with this shoe. I picked these up at the Reprsent sample sale for $35, including shipping, including any taxes, fees, anything. 35 bucks for these. Are they worth it? Should you even consider picking out a pair even closer to retail? I'll let you guys know in this video because I'm assuming they still are sitting on a few more of these, and these might be a sleeper hit for me. So getting into the actual shoe itself, which is probably why you clicked on this video, probably is 90% sure it is. This is the Reprsent collaboration with Walsh. So if you don't know who Walsh is, which I didn't, it is a British manufacturer of shoes. I believe this one was actually made for the Boston Marathon. I don't know how much I trust running in this personally, but what isn't super good with maybe running, which I wouldn't know, I don't really run, it I think adds a little bit different look than what you're used to seeing from like Reebok or Adidas or Nike. And it's kind of like a breath of fresh air for me. So starting with the upper of the shoe, it is mostly like a nylon upper with just like a cloth inside right here, like a cloth lining to it, which I think that's needed with that just to give your foot a little bit more of a comfortable feeling to it. It does come with a padded tongue that has the Walsh Reprsent branding right on the tongue. Some little branding on the shoe is just kind of like this Walsh kind of look. I honestly thought it was a Reprsent style look, but then I looked it up more and he does this a lot with the Ensigns where it's just like this. Some of the other ones are a little bit different for the branding, but what you miss out on the branding on maybe the sides or anything like that, they have a British flag right here. They make it up in the back where you see on this left pair it is just Walsh, and on the back side of the right pair you'll see Reprsent. So that's really the branding on the shoe. There's not a lot of it, and I actually like that it's like that. If you buy the white pair, I'm pretty sure that on the actual toe box right here it has Reprsent branding on it too. I think that's kind of cool actually for such a minimal pair of shoes that honestly kind of look Reebok-ish in its nature. I think it's a really nice addition. Overall, the upper of it though is, it's not super duper comfy, but it's definitely comfier than you would think by just looking at it. Off foot, it's not the most appealing shoe to look at. It's kind of boring. It's kind of why I bought it, was to have a shoe that could kind of beat around but still be a little bit higher end in terms of quality. These are made in England, which I think is pretty cool. There's not a lot of stuff that is. I know that even Doc Martens are made in England, but not all of them, so they moved production to China, and the quality on it's not as good. This quality feels pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's worth the retail price of around $300, which is what they usually go for, but overall, I think for 35 bucks, I don't think you can pick up a better shoe that's better made than this for the price. And the one thing that I think is deceiving with this shoe, because it looks so simple, it doesn't really look super comfortable, is actual comfort is surprisingly good. Now, it's not gonna be your Ultra Boost, it's not really gonna be a Pure Boost even. It does feel like a little squishy to where I don't feel like my foot has hurt anytime I've worn these. And and if I push in, it like doesn't feel like there's much padding. Like honestly, like this right here, like your foot sits right above it and it's like just this foam, and pushing down on it doesn't really feel like much, but then the actual rubber in the bottom layer of the shoe are actually really comfy. So if you're worried about wearing these all day, if you were looking to pick up a pair, maybe used, look, I got these for 35 bucks. I don't think I can beat that with any other shoe that looks this good, that fits a black and red color scheme, which I surprisingly don't have many of besides a pair of NMDs that I need to fix. And then getting a little bit into the midsole. The midsole is like a white, red, and black painted. I'm not the biggest fan of this midsole. I think that I get it, and especially for the prices that these are at, they're definitely meant to just be more like a runner style. I can appreciate that, but at the end of the day for me, it's just a tad bit boring, a tad bit cheap looking for how much these retail for. Maybe not the price I paid for them, but just that retail price. Like, what? The tongue is a mesh, if I didn't mention it already, like kind of like a mesh upper right here, and then just a cloth inside. It is a comfortable shoe. I'm surprised by it just because this midsole kind of sucks in terms of actual comfort, like a Boost where it's like a little bit more comfy. But I'm not really complaining about comfort, so I don't know why I keep talking about it. So I'm gonna stop. Going in some little bit finer details on the shoe, it does have this like metal lace lock. Do you feel like it or not? I like it. It's a little bit different. Makes the shoe stand out a little bit more. What I do like about this shoe is that it does have these waxed tipped laces, which I love. Like just that simple detail alone of these laces, or I forget what they're called off the top of my head, but just having this alone really makes the shoe stand out a little bit. And it's such a subtle detail on a shoe that they could have just gone with clear, I think aglet, but the fact that they went with black waxed ones I think is such a nice subtle touch that really ties the shoe together as something that is a little bit more premium. Now, do I think you should have been spending close to $300 on this pair when it first released? No, not at all. For around the retail price of what these would go for if they weren't a collaboration, around like $175, $200, maybe, yeah, I would say it's worth it. $100, I almost bought these for $100. So yeah, the only reason I didn't is because I bought the AMI shoes, which I've done a video on already, and those I'm happy I spent $100 on and not these, because then I got these for 35 bucks at sample sale. But yeah, these were the Reprsent Walsh collaboration Ensigns. Let me know what you guys think of them in the comments below. Are they a little bit too Reebokish? Are you a little bit too boring? Do you think the price I paid for these makes these 100% worth it? Or do you still think that you wouldn't have picked these up? If you guys picked up anything from the Reprsent sale, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, please subscribe down below. I make videos like this all the time on a little bit more niche brands. Elevated basics is the way to go for me. And if you like that kind of stuff, stick around and you'll see plenty more of it and a little bit more style guides, which I have been loving doing. And like I end every single video here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.